Good morning. How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
So that says BLA. I don't know if you can see. I don't want it to look like it just says LA. Does it look like it's LA?
If you're new to the show, Madden is a huge LA Dodgers fan.
Yeah, right.
From my honestly, all I see is LA, and like
I
you did a
know.
really good job of doing the logo. Now I can see Beat LA. Beat when you lean forward, the light takes over the beat part, or when you lean back, rather, it takes over. Yeah, I can see Beat now, and then come
Okay.
forward. LA fan. Beat LA. There we go. Now we're Beat LA.
And I'll just do it from back here.
Because for a minute it just looked like you could draw an LA logo really well.
Okay. So I have Pilates and yoga right after the show today, and I have like this workout jumpsuit on, which is perfect for
Okay.
yoga stuff because I have to be warm or I can't relax in yoga. Um, I've realized, which you haven't obviously, because we sit on opposite sides of the room. So if you look behind Ian Riley's head there, where I am in the corner back there, that's where I usually sit in the studio. Anyways, I have a huge hole in like the butt. I don't know if it's like the butt or the girl part, but I noticed when I went to the bathroom, there's like a hole in me. So I would have been Pilates with my legs shut and everything would have been showing. So I have to go and I have to change before I go to Pilates and yoga.
Oh, and you know what else? You weren't in the room when this happened, but the big boss just came in and said, "Hey, real quick, when you guys are off the air, I need to grab a quick picture with you guys too, with some balloons and stuff. So we have a thing we're doing real quick. That I'll tell you when you get back in here. So you'll have to stand behind me."
Okay. Well, you can't see it. And we need to take that photo soon because I have to change before I go to Pilates and to yoga today. Like for surezies. Like at first I didn't think it was that big a deal, but it's gonna get I'm all feeling it. It's gonna get bigger.
And I don't know what women call it, but when men get a butt any or not a butt, a hole anywhere in that area, we just call it a hole in the crotch.
Yeah, I didn't want to say crotch, but yeah, that's where mine
Oh.
is.
I feel like I know you didn't want to say that word, but I feel like the words.
Literally nobody could see. I could get away with wearing this the rest of the morning. Nobody would see it. It's only going to be when my legs go in straps and I have to go out, which is going to happen because that's everybody's favorite move. So most Pilates instructors do it at the end. The truth. It's the truth. So I'm going to have to go and change before I go to the Pilates. Usually I get holes on the inside of my thighs because my legs rub.
Okay.
So usually my jeans get holes or my leggings will split there. So I bought special undergarments there for against chafing. Okay. But the best ones that I could find on Amazon, good morning, Zeke, are from China. So I had to get 3 sizes bigger than what I usually get. You know how hard that is for a woman? Even though you know they're going to fit you and it shouldn't matter what the label says, like it's hard mentally to order it 3 sizes too big and then it come in the mail and it fit perfectly.
And you can't try it on because it's on Amazon. You got to wait till it shows up. So then if it doesn't fit, you got to send it back.
Yeah, but I don't send underwear back.
If it didn't fit me, I would. When you were younger and your mom or dad would take you clothes shopping for school, did they like have you try them on and then you'd come out and then they would give the pants a tug to make sure everything was okay?
Yeah, but that was long ago.
Because up until I was like, I mean, I want to say like fourth, fifth grade, we would be in the Mervyn's or the Kmart getting my
Mervin,
Jordache,
going out.
right? Getting my Jordache shoes or my Bugle Boys. And my mom was like notorious. Like she yanked, right? Like she'd yank on the sides. Foop, foop. Okay, those fit. And then in the crotch, foop, foop. Okay, there's a little more room there than we need. We'll get something smaller. But it was like, it was a thing with every pair of pants. And
See,
then, because the Bugle Boy commercials were so huge that when you were trying stuff on, inevitably every single time a bigger kid who was like 5 or 6 years older would walk by and be like, "Excuse me, are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing?" I'm like, "It's not funny anymore. I'm 5 and I know that's not funny."
so we would get one brand new outfit for school, and then the week after school started, we would go shopping because that's when all the sales were.
Ooh, smart.
Mine
LA
was
Gear, yes.
Mine was Massimo. Massimo in the Macy's before it hit the Target. And I'm not mad at Target, but I wanted like a whole outfit from Massimo. And then that was like a birthday present. And then we would get, and it was overalls. Believe it or not, I've always loved overalls.
The reason I gravitated towards, because Kmart had a shoe brand. Kmart had a brand called Jordache, if you remember that at all.
Yeah.
And the Jordache shoes had a shoe that mimicked the Jordan shoes in terms of like the bricks that they put on the side of the shoe. When I think it was like the Jordan 2s, Jordan 3s came out. I can't remember. Anyway, my parents who made really good money would not buy me these things, right? Like I had to earn them. So instead of earning them, I would go just get the lesser one that they would buy me, because they had to actually buy me shoes because they can't send me to school without shoes or naked. So instead of doing any work, I would just settle for like the Kmart brand, but I gravitated towards Jordache because the Jordache shoes look just like the Jordans, and you had to really, really look, and nobody was really, really looking in 6th grade.
My sister was the one who would like earn the better clothes and stuff, and then I would wear her stuff and she'd get hella mad.
Right? Because you didn't have to do anything for them.
No. Or my parents would feel bad because Bridget got more stuff than I did. And so she's like, that's not fair. I earned this money. And she was right? To where she would lock her door. I was the worst baby sister. She would lock her door, but her window wouldn't shut all the way. There's like a little, like there was something on, unless she lifted it and moved it in, it wouldn't shut all the way. I would go around and sneak in her window and get her clothes out and sneak out. And then I wouldn't even put them back because just a jerk little sister. And yeah. I've always been twice her size, even at my thinnest, like in height. She's 5'1" and I'm 6.5. Like we're completely different.
So then like it would stretch your stuff out too then.
I would stretch it out. I would stretch it out, and I was a lot more so Tiffany's older sister did that. I'm a lot more open with my body. Like I'll show more. So she would buy like a polo shirt that buttons up, and then I would go borrow it and completely unbutton it, and it would be a crop top on me because I'm so much taller than and my mom would try to get so mad, but she's all you two could not be more different.
Your winter wear is my sexy wear.
Yes. So even though it was like too small for her, it was like, this fits me just right.
Oh, this parka? I'm so tall, I call it a midriff.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have 2 shoe stories and 1 crop top story, because I wore a crop top to a basketball game accidentally because I have an older sister and I didn't know the difference. So my shoe stories are when Reebok pumps first came out with their first pumps with little basketball on the tongue. I wasn't allowed to get them until Price Club had them. And Price Club was what Costco is today. And Price Club had them in this big, huge cardboard box in the middle. So you like had to sift through 300 pair of Reebok pumps to find the one size 11. I finally got them. They didn't fit well. I hated them. So I picked up a job selling newspaper subscriptions for the Auburn Journal. It's where you go door to door, knock, knock, knock. Hi, my name's Ian Riley at the Auburn Journal. Would you like to subscribe to the Auburn Journal for just $7.99 a month? And if I got 30 subscriptions, they would kick in for half of the cost of a pair of Nike pumps, which they did. And I got the Nike pumps, right? These were like $300 shoes, the only $300 pair of shoes I've ever had. First day at basketball practice, the most uncomfortable, awful shoes I've ever worn in my entire life. And I was so dead set on being the cool kid with the Nike pumps on the pump on the side that I wore them every single game, and my feet were dying. So bad.
I had Reebok pumps. I only got them though because they were on sale and they happened to be the last pair in my size. I got lucky.
And then I've always up until a couple of years ago, I've always been an undershirt guy. Like I like wearing undershirts because for whatever reason, like a tight or like a loose fitting t-shirt or sweater has always felt weird on me. I've got nothing under this and it kind of feels weird, but I'm getting used to it. When I played basketball when I was younger, like 7th grade, I didn't have the undershirt that I normally would wear under my tank top. And so my sister goes, oh, I've got this Aussie shirt that you can wear, right? Well, she turned it into a crop top, and I didn't really know that there was a difference, right? Like, I didn't know. So, like, the shirt kind of came to like here on me, right? Like, covered my moobs, and then like came down to my rib cage, and I just needed it under my tank top so that my boy nips wouldn't hurt. And so the game was over and we won. And in like a show of force, I'm like, I'm gonna walk around now because we won this game. I take my tank top off and I got my crop top on, right? And so the other team now they're like walking away in defeat. We're in 7th grade. You don't expect to hear this from 7th graders. One of them goes, "Nice crop top, dude." Right?
I would have said something too.
I just didn't know.
Oh man. He had the catapult his sophomore year.
Oh, you know what we had, Zeke? Because I was only at Delora that freshman year with him. That freshman year we had Adidas, and those hurt my feet too. I did not do well in Adidas. I know this is weird, but I only do well in Converse and Reebok. Huh?
You have flat feet?
Super flat. Like there's zero arch. It's as flat as this paper is.
You like Converse. Like Converse hurt my feet.
Yeah, I thrive in Converse. If I wear regular shoes, my pinky toes will go numb.
We're talking about shoes and feet now. All right, you guys. Dodgers, Giants tonight. What?
You know that there's one guy on the internet right now listening to this conversation about shoes, and like this is what he's been waiting for his entire life.
Yeah, he's probably pictures of my feet.
It's the same guy that I told you to say, yeah, if you Venmo me.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go. Thank you, Honey's Air and Solar, for doing our live stream with us.
Hey, you have your paddleboard in the back of your Jeep. When was the last time you went out paddleboarding?
The last time it was hot, like 3 weeks ago.
Last time it was hot? Did people not paddleboard in the cold?
So, yes. If I had a wetsuit, I would.
Yeah.
So I have an inflatable paddleboard. And it got dirty. So I need to take it home and spray it down and then dry it and then pack it up so it doesn't get moldy and then put it away. And I haven't done that because I'm lazy. And so
don't beat yourself up. I still have a tent in my garage when I went camping like 8 months ago that needs to be swept out, cleaned up, and put away proper. That's what happens with that stuff. People get really mad at themselves for not putting tents away right or not putting air mattresses away right. It's a process.
It is, and usually though, with the paddleboards, inflatable paddleboards, as soon as you're done with the lake, you could just wrap them up, put them in the back, and go. But since I'm putting it away for the season, I don't want to leave all the dirt and everything on it.
Yeah, no, it's a process. Like
we know that because I left my Jeep open this morning and security had to come and grab me, and I'm thankful that it wasn't taken out of the back.
Oh yeah, that was my fault.
It was, but everything is good here. If it was taken, I wouldn't have told you it was back there.
Okay.
I wouldn't have even told you it was back there because I know you would have felt like you had to replace it, and I would never make you do that.
Oh man, I would have though. You know what I would have done? You know what I would have done though? I wouldn't have just replaced it by like, hey, let me replace this. I would have like went and actually mowed people's lawns and then like videoed mowing the lawns to do it. Like I would have had fun with it. Like you would have eventually got the paddleboard back. It would have taken a while though, because nobody really gives you a whole lot for mowing lawns, but it would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It would be the payment plan. It's buy now, pay later. Replace now, pay later.
We're gonna go. Bye, you guys.
Bye guys.